Good morning. On this particular scope, I want to talk to you about not staying the victim. My name is Pastor Stephen F. Smith. You can follow me on Instagram, Pinterest, and Periscope at Next Level Steve, and also Twitter, all for it, and Next Level Steve. You can also follow me on Facebook. I'm called the Apostle of the Internet. Just enter that. My YouTube channel is www.preachsteve.com, www.preachsteve.com, or you can follow me if you want to come to my personal Facebook page. It's STEPHENF Smith. God bless you, and thank all of you all for watching these daily. I saw a couple others, more. I forgot to see who was the first. And those that are watching outside of the Periscope app, and those that are watching on replay, I want to talk to you about not staying a victim. It gets tiring after a season to always have things happening to you. It seems that all the misfortune, all the adversities, all the calamities, all the mess-ups, that you're always in one battle or another. It always seems like instead of acting, that you're being acted upon. You're one of those people that doesn't make things happen. Sometimes you don't even watch things happen. You're sitting up in bewilderment and wondering what happened. You can't stay the victim in life. Things are going to happen. Adversity is going to come. Trouble is going to come, but trouble doesn't have to last always. Don't stay the victim. It gets awful when the pressure of adversity and the pressures of struggle and the pressures of trouble all seem to be beating you down, but you don't have to stay the victim. Yes, things will come, but this thing is a fight. This isn't supposed to be a cakewalk. I think that's part of what we have messed up in the halls of grace and in the things of God and the halls of faith, is that we paint this picture that you join church on Sunday and by Tuesday night all of your problems will be gone. But no, this thing is a struggle. This thing is a fight. This thing's an uphill journey. Thing's a tough fight. But you don't have to stay the victim. Yes, bad things will happen. Yes, tough times will come. But tough times never last, but tough people do. That's when we have to develop the resolve, develop the nettle, develop the intestinal fortitude, develop the chutzpah, develop whatever we have to do to keep on fighting, to keep on pressing on, to keep on persevering, to keep on moving towards better times, better days. You don't have to stay the victim. Yes, things will come, but you got to keep fighting. It may be an uphill climb, but sooner or later, you're going to make progress. You can't stop. You can't give up. You can't cave in. You can't quit. You can't weary in well-doing. You can't throw a full-fledged pity party and expect many people to attend. You're going to have to stand. Having done all the stand. Sometimes a stand is all you have. You don't have any fight left, but you keep standing. And sooner or later, some of these tough times will pass. Some of these tough things will pass away. Some of these troubles and struggles will be a thing of your past. They'll be in your rearview mirror. They won't be oppressing you. They won't be attacking you. They won't be coming at you full-fledged. You can't stay the victim. You are called to be a victor in life. Scripture says in Genesis 1:26, let us make man in our image and after our likeness, and let them have dominion. That word dominion means rule. You are created to rule. You are created to plant up and root down. You are created above the beggarly elements of this world. Look, folks, you can't stay the victim. I don't care how the enemy the enemy comes at us so many times and hits us with so many things that some of us are literally punch drunk. We got problems in the East, a pending date in the West. We have things coming at us from the north and south, and we're left to wonder, like, Lord, when it ever stop? When will it ever be my time? When will it ever pass over me? When will this storm, I come out of this particular storm? But you can't stay the victim. The one thing that you're going to have to do is you're going to have to resolve that you won't stop until you find the place called victory. Many times you're going to have to press on. Many times you're going to have to keep on. Many times you're going to have to move on while you're tough time, while times are tough, while you're in the midst of a struggle, while you're not feeling your best, while there are problems in your home, whether your money's funny and your change is strange, but you can't stay the victim. One of the things that keeps you as staying the victim is that we start to adapt a victim's mentality. Look, folks, the battle is won in this thing between our ears. This is where the battle is won. The weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds. The enemy's one of the most vital strongholds that the enemy wants to put in your head is that you're a victim. He wants to set up fort, set a camp, that you're victimized. You may be victimized, but you don't have to be a victim. You're going to rise from the ashes. God's ready to give you beauty for ashes. He's ready to give you the oil of joy for mourning, but you're going to have to get away from a victim's mentality. God created you for victory. God said that you can do all things through Christ that strengthen you. He said, nay, in all these things you are more than conquerors through Christ. Look, folks, my God shall supply all of your needs according to his riches and glory by Christ Jesus. You may be victimized. The bruises may be there. The scars may be there. The tears may be shed. But you don't have to stay a victim. Don't adapt a victim's mentality. You don't have to stay the victim. Tough times may come, but tough times shouldn't last. But you are a tough person, and you should last. Victory is calling your name. Victory, I pray, is in the next few days in your life. Many times, you're in such a season of struggle that you don't think that victory will ever come your way. And in the midst of waiting on victory to come to your life, you're going to have to get out of the victim's mentality. You're going to have to stop letting everything act upon you. You're going to have to start walking sometimes almost blindly, because we're commanded in 2 Corinthians 5 and 7, for we walk by faith and not by sight. Your problems won't go away overnight, but here a little, there a little, the process of time, when, in the fullness of time, victory is coming your way. I'm telling you, in the midst of the fight of your life, that victory's got your name, victory's got your telephone number, victory's got your access codes, it's got your PIN number, it's got your phone lock code, and victory is coming to your life. Better times are ahead. You may have been victimized, but please, my brother, please, my sister, don't stay the victim. And don't adapt a victim's mentality. Right in the midst of your money being funny, I'm telling you that you are meant to be a victor. Right in the midst of your health being tested, God created you for victory. Right in the midst of your problems and struggles in your relationship, and it may seem like you're knocking at divorce's door, you are created for victory. I'm speaking a word of victory over your life, for we serve a God that quickens the dead and calleth things that be not as though they were. That's a word to you right now. Right in the midst of the fight of your life, right in the midst of trouble, trying times, gloom and doom having their grip on you, I'm calling you and I'm telling you to live. If we serve a God who quickens the dead, that means give life to the dead. I know you got some dead situations in your life. You got some things almost dead and stinking. And remember that God says that I am the resurrection and the life. God's about to restore, God's about to renew, and God's about to resurrect in your life. You were not created to be the victim. God created you for victory. Victory is coming your way. Get out of the victim's mentality. The battle is won here, right between your ears. And even though you may have been victimized by circumstances, victimized by struggles, never adapt a victim's mentality. God called you to greatness. God called you into the marvelous light. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. I was blind, but now I see. And what you should see is victory. God has created you for victory. You may be victimized, but don't you dare ever take pleasure in staying the victim. God created you above. You're created in His image and His likeness. He created you above the beggarly elements of this world. God created you for victory. Don't stay the victim. And never ever adapt a victim's mentality. You got to go out every day with a sense of expectancy. You got to see greater. You got to see bigger, even in the midst of lack. You got to see good health, even in the midst of sickness. You got to see greatness in your personal relationship, even when you're fighting and struggling and the arguments last all night long. I'm speaking right now a prophetic word over your life. I'm decreeing and declaring that you are not created to stay the victim. God created you for victory. Victory was created to be your norm. God created you for victory. He created you for the halls of greatness. He created you for the exceedingly abundantly above. He created you for the pressed down, shaken together, and running over. God created you to prosper and be in health, even as your soul prospered. Never stay the victim, because God created you for the victory. God bless you.